Hi, I'm Randolph. I'm the editor of Deals on Wheels magazine, and I'm here with Shaun Hurst having a look at his pretty comprehensive model collection. So tell us a bit about it, Shaun.
Well, it's one of those things that's kind of got out of control a little bit. It started off, I had a criteria when I started collecting models ages ago that I would collect models of machinery and equipment and tractors that were produced and in operation pre-1990, because those 30 odd years of the 60s, 70s and 80s were kind of my years. So everything in here is what I've either mechanicked, driven, sold, worked on, or had something or other to do with. So there's a lot of reminiscing happens out in this room. But it kind of got out of control a little bit. You know, it was going to be started off, it was going to be all Caterpillar, and it was going to be all 1/50th scale, and none of those things have worked. So it's gone beyond Caterpillar, and the scales are all mixed up and all over the show. So now, if I spot something that fits that pre-1990 criteria, I get it, whether it's Caterpillar or not, whether it's 1/50th or not, and it goes. So that's the basic format of what we started off to do. But coming back here, if you come back to this end here, you know, I spent a lot of time at Lee's Industries, and one of my missions there was to establish a construction and forestry equipment division for them. So within Lee's, we ended up with the John Deere industrial franchise. We had Kawasaki wheel loaders, Sumitomo diggers to make a complete equipment program, and of course the wheel tractors and forklifts. And we took on a range of logging equipment, forestry equipment from Finland and Sweden.
What brand was that?
Well, it was Rauma Rapola. It was the various brands of Rauma Rapola. It was Ursa, Nakomo, and so on.
Okay.
And I was quite surprised. They flew us to Finland, and we had a dealer meeting there. And in front of us on the table was that model there for every participant. There was a wooden model that had been made up there.
Yeah.
Quite cool.
Yeah.
Down here is trucks, mostly trucks that I've been involved in, and there's a larger picture over there of this truck here. The significance of that is that it's a white 2064 that was owned by Trevor Deutsch, and an employee of Deutsch's and myself installed that engine in it, which was the first Caterpillar engine to go on the road in New Zealand.
Oh,
that
really?
was in 1965.
Okay. Wow, interesting.
So that was the very first Cat engine on the road out here. More interesting is that 53 years later I found that truck down in Murchison.
Oh, okay.
So we brought it back. It's in Rotorua, and we're rebuilding it into its previous.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Style.
There's a few trucks down Murchison way that tucked away.
Yeah. Oh, it was a wreck. The guy that it's just an absolute wreck.
Yeah.
And it's taken a hell of a lot more to get sorted out than what we'd ever envisaged, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
And then
Very nice.
And then you end up with just some peculiar impulse passions that I get from time to time, like Tatra trucks that I've got a special thing about. You know, it's the central tubular frame business, and I've got quite a lot of good feeling for them.
I love your Tonka transporter here.
Well,
I think I never used to have one as a kid, but I wanted one.
Yeah, the real reason for that is because it's New Zealand, you know. I've got a few things that were made here in New Zealand companies, like that. This crane up here, you know, it's a Triang, New Zealand company, Triang, but made under license to the UK mob. So that was a wreck. I've restored all of that.
We all had Triang bikes in the
70s. And scooters.
Yeah, remember those.
The other New Zealand thing I collected, which we'll get around to there, I've got a full set of Funho over there. So that's pretty interesting. That's worth a fortune.
Yeah, I bet.
So here you've got various stuff that we've been involved in over a period of time. Mostly the Caterpillar course, because I spent 21 years in the Caterpillar scene.
I like the Goff links. Are they Goff?
Goff cufflinks and Goff ashtray. Yeah, that's the old logo. And so there's a bit of a variety of stuff there, like the Bob Semple tank that was made out of the D8, and there's the twin D9s, the V8 powered old D8, and as again you can see, the scales have varied widely now from what the original intention was. But probably a couple of favourites is the likes of that D4. That's an incredibly accurate and immaculate model.
Yeah.
And I'd hate to think how many of them I worked on in the time. And that's the
So what were
the
your
military
roles with
version.
Goff? You were divisional manager for Lee's.
Yeah.
Lee's Power.
Well, I did my apprenticeship with Goffs
Right.
way back as a diesel mechanic.
Yeah.
And then you kind of graduate through the ranks, you know, workshop foreman, then service manager, then technical rep in the northern zone.
Yeah.
And then they transferred us up to, that was in Rotorua, and they transferred us up to Auckland in 74, I think it was, when they built the new building at Wiri. And I went up there as service manager of that workshop, and there's a picture of it over there on the wall, and we had 45 guys in that workshop when we built it up. It was a big show.
Yeah.
And then I went from there to National Parts and Service Marketing Manager for them, which was a Christchurch-based job, but I did it from Auckland.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a
there for a long time.
Yeah, there for a long time, and just worked my way up through the system. Probably with hindsight should never have left. You know, but at the time it all seemed an idea to do.
Yeah.
Great company.
Yeah, it's alright.
Magnificent company.